your host, Matt Trask, the very first banjo on the show. My thanks to Perfect Wave Production. Steve and Jay down here making us look good. Back on the show, we're going to try it. Probably not every week. Sometimes I won't have time. We do have Black Hills Blend Coffee. Thanks to my friends at Black Hills Blend. Remember to support them 4 locations here in Rapid City. I don't remember what else I say. It's not important. So, a while back, I walk into the 445 Lounge here in Rapid City. And friend of the show, Josh Marquis, musical savant who has been on the show, watch it after this episode, is playing with the band High Rise, who have also been on the show. And so I walk in, and Josh stops playing, and he walks off the stage, and he points to these 2 guys in the audience, and he says, "You need them on your show." And so I walked over and I said, "Fellers, I guess you're going to be on my show." And this is one of them right here, Mr. Banjo Andy. It's so nice to have you on the show.
Oh, it's nice to be here.
And he has no clue what's going on. He's never seen the show before. He has no idea what we do. So on Facebook, you are Banjo Andy. Do we need to know more of your name, or is that enough?
It's probably enough. That's what everyone calls me anyway. No one can pronounce my last name right anyway, so...
So this is the part of the show where I tell you just to go ahead and tell us about you, with emphasis on your musical journey.
Oh, man, that's a lot. I'm not even awake right now.
Okay, well, do the best you can. Are you from here?
Originally, yeah.
Yeah.
But
and
I haven't lived here for a while. I was in Colorado a long time, and Montana and West Coast.
Uh-huh.
And touring a bit the past few years.
Playing the banjo?
Yeah.
Okay. So solo or in...
Solo.
Solo banjo player. And you're still alive, so you didn't starve to death.
Yeah.
That's good. That's awesome.
No
We're
doubt.
glad of that. So tell us about your growing up. Was banjo your first instrument?
Guitar.
Guitar
got
was your
guitar
first.
when I was like 12, but never got like super into it. But
Okay.
ended up getting like a banjo in high school and started messing around with that too, and then started playing anything with strings really at that point, mandolins. And
So in high school, you were too good looking. You needed to scare some of the girls off, so you bought a banjo?
banjo was pretty good at
Yeah,
that.
sure, you bet. Did you come from a musical family?
No.
No.
Like the only one who plays.
So there goes my next question. Because the banjo is primarily a bluegrass instrument, I was going to ask if there was a lot of bluegrass influence, but
Not really, just all genres. Really.
Okay.
I listen to all types of music. But
did your family, I mean, everybody listens to the radio a bit, you can't help it, but like in the mornings, or did they listen to the radio or anything? Or
yeah, it was more like classic rock type stuff.
Okay, all right. So you played guitar and then you switched to banjo.
Still
what was
play
your
both. Still play like anything.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, most of us don't forget everything we learned on something else.
Yeah.
And going to another instrument only helps you on the one.
No doubt.
Yeah. So you still have a guitar?
Not right now. It got wrecked on tour. It just all the different weather changes made it all swell
sure.
up and get all
Yeah.
warped. So I gotta get a new guitar soon.
Sure. So what was your first banjo?
I was like this Fender clone of a Gibson Mastertone, but it had like a broken neck glued back together as a piece of junk.
Wow. So where did you find this
on
gem?
On eBay.
On eBay. Was it premeditated? You were looking for a banjo, or you were scrolling through eBay and you're like, banjo, righteous, and hit click?
I definitely wanted one.
You
for a
wanted
while.
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was getting into any kind of folky instruments.
Right. So you got it. Did the neck stay on, or did you have to re-glue it?
Like it was already glued, but it's just a piece of junk because of that. But
Right.
The rest of it was a nice banjo. I kind of wish I wouldn't have smashed it. Could have saved the parts and rebuilt it.
Well, you might could have. So that was your first banjo. What did you? First of all, was it a 5-string or a 4-string?
5-string.
It was a 5-string. Did that one hold tune fairly well?
Okay, that's the biggest problem with banjos. I could never get them to hold tune.
Right.
So I had to learn how to set it all up myself.
Right.
The next couple days, I got to take this one apart and redo everything, the neck
Sure.
and the head and all that. But
So the banjo, for those of you who don't know, the 5-string banjo is usually tuned to an open G chord. Is that what you tune it to?
Open G, but I started using C because I wrote all these songs, and from G tuning I can only do 6 keys with the capo, like G up to C.
Sure.
But C tuning lets me do more.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is in C tuning now?
It's in G. I only use C for like a few songs right now.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm just getting into that one, but
I see.
New chords and everything, so...
But so anyway, you're coming from guitar to banjo back in the day. You buy this banjo off eBay, and you get this banjo. Did you know the correct tuning, or did you just fiddle with it till it sounded good? Or
I looked it up.
You looked it up?
Definitely.
Was it difficult coming from guitar?
Like, I don't know, the whole right hand thing, it's like you're doing these rolls, so that's
Right.
really different, but everything else is different because guitar's E-tuning, but it still helped a ton just
Right.
having all that experience on
Sure.
any stringed instrument first.
Right. I see you're wearing finger and thumb picks like Jesus intended when you play the banjo.
Yeah.
Did you buy finger and thumb picks right away?
Yeah. But,
And that had to have taken some getting used to.
yeah, it took a while to find ones that are good and fit right.
You can't run your phone or pick your nose or nothing with it.
No.
It's about like being disabled. It's
Pretty
terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing you can do with them is play banjo.
Exactly.
Pretty much. So, did they hurt your fingers at first?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
But then you just get used to them.
What kept you going on this banjo that wouldn't stay in tune and finger picks hurting your fingers? You just
It's just
were
such a
in love
fun-
with the sound?
Yeah, it's such a fun instrument to play, and it's such a happy sound.
Right? It really is a very happy sound, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's difficult to make a banjo sound sad. We don't talk about that often enough, really.
And it's just such a strange, different instrument from
Right.
anything else I played.
So had you been performing on guitar?
No, never.
You had not. Tell us about your first performance.
I was in Montana. It was like an open mic
Okay.
at this dive bar, and I just had some crappy songs that I made up, and I just went for it. And
Right.
I had a friend in the back, Crazy Dave, and he was smashing a gumball machine into the wall and yelling. He was getting all excited, and it got me all excited. And I just wanted to keep playing in front of people because people got all crazy.
At a hole-in-the-wall dive bar in Montana, Banjo Andy is playing songs while Crazy Dave screams in the back. Where was I, buddy?
I don't know. You
That
should have
sounds
been
like
up
an
there.
awesome good time.
Totally.
What happened to Crazy Dave? The show isn't about Crazy Dave.
I don't know. He's still in Montana somewhere, but I haven't seen him forever.
Huh? Does he play anything?
No.
He doesn't.
Last time I seen him, he was pulling out a gun and pointing it at the TV and yelling at it.
So he
Just being all
really
crazy.
is crazy.
Yeah, but
Wow.
the good kind of crazy.
Okay. Well, I
It's
was
fun.
gonna say we could make some sort of a show out of this.
Oh,
Put it
totally.
on the road, Crazy Dave and Banjo Andy, but possibly he's too crazy.
Maybe it might get us in trouble.
So this was at a dive bar in Montana, and it was on the Fender banjo.
I think I had a gold tone at that point.
Okay. All right.
And then I ruined that banjo, setting it up wrong, and got all warped.
Oh,
Tightening the heads uneven, and
I
just
see.
wrecked that one.
Well, you live and learn, don't you, buddy?
Exactly.
So is this banjo electrified? Have you had
No,
an
it's-
electrified banjo? You mic 'em.
This
all the
thing's so loud, I had to put a piece of foam in the back.
Okay.
It hurts my ears.
Sure. But when you play on stage, you just put a 58 in front of you
Yeah.
and play into that.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. So tell us about the progression of your banjos. What number is this now?
This is only the third one, but
The
it's
third
a
one.
really nice one.
So we had a Fender and then a gold tone and then this one.
Yeah.
Where did you get this one?
I think got it in Colorado.
Okay. What is it? Can we take
It's
some
a-
of this off the headstock?
Yeah, it's a Deering,
Oh.
so
okay.
most of those banjos, gold tone and that Fender, they're all made in China and they're kind
Right.
of crappy, but this is it's really basic, but it's American made and it's just quality and
Uh-huh.
really nice.
So is this a during good time? Is that what it is?
Good Time Special, the Good Time's
Okay.
the open back one.
Dropped. Okay.
They make a lot more models now since I got this.
Right.
They have all
How long
sorts
have
of-
you had this?
4 years or less.
Okay. Did you get it online or in person?
I got it in person.
Okay. Were there several banjos there that you played and you like this one the best? Or?
No, I just ordered it like into the store because
okay.
so many musicians I met over the years were always so excited about their Deerings. So.
And had you gotten to play some of those?
Yeah, a little bit in stores in the past,
Okay.
and they're so nice.
Right. So you got it and you just loved it immediately. Is this one as temperamental as your other ones were?
It's still pretty temperamental, but I only recently started to learn how to actually set these up properly. So hopefully, but I'm gonna put different tuners on at least, because that's gonna help. These are just cheap guitar tuners on it.
Right. So you said it's very loud. Do you like the sound of it too?
It's pretty good tone. It's not quite as good as some of like those master tone clones, which is what a lot of those banjos are, like gold tone and stuff. But it's pretty decent, yeah.
It works pretty good.
Usually.
It's not often, and this is kind of a Deering thing, the maple fretboard, which is unusual.
Yeah, the blonde maple or whatever this is, it doesn't have the dark top.
Yeah.
I think it's a little more flexible. I don't know if I like it. It kind of bends a little bit.
Okay. Does this one, well, really no contest, it stays in tune better than the other two, I'm guessing?
Usually, sometimes it's horrible. It's all about keeping this thing even. I gotta adjust this like weekly and
You got a monkey with that all the time.
All the time. I didn't know that. You gotta always be retensioning them and evening them out.
Huh. I'll be dang. I pretend to play banjo. Very quickly, my thanks to Andy and Kelly Lynn from Elm Springs for purchasing my banjo several years ago. I'm not playing it on the show today, but I brought it so his banjo wouldn't be lonely. And I must confess, I rarely get it out. And it's almost always more or less in tune, and I've never done anything to the head.
Huh.
So maybe I got a magical banjo. I'm not sure.
I have to see what kind you got. I'm just always tuning nightmares with these things. Like.
I'll be dang. Well, after you get it tuned, like when you're performing, does it stay pretty good?
Sometimes it'll stay for long runs, but sometimes it's going out of tune like instantly.
Really?
Yeah.
So are you, you moved back here recently, we've established. Fairly recently.
Like, yeah.
Are you going to start performing around here, or have you?
That's the plan. Like, I've just been writing all this new music, so I'm still learning, but for the next few weeks here, I'm going to get out and start playing anywhere I can. I haven't played in South Dakota in so long. So I don't really know where to play here or anything.
Well, welcome to South Dakota. We hope to see you out on the scene, and hopefully this helps a little bit. Do you have any music online or available, or vinyl tapes in your trunk, or anything?
Oh, yeah, I have a bunch of music online, but I hate all it's all old, and I don't like it, really. It's crap.
So you don't necessarily want us to know how to find it?
Well, I have a bunch of stuff, Crazy Mountain Billies.
Okay.
Where I recorded like a whole band of instruments together.
Oh, okay. And where could we find that?
Oh, it's all over. Spotify and iTunes and
Crazy
YouTube
Mountain Billies.
Yeah.
I like that name. Was it mostly just you, or were there other Crazy Mountain Billies?
It was just me.
Was there like, please tell me you recorded a track of Crazy Dave shooting TVs?
I didn't.
Damn it.
But no,
okay.
Unfortunately. I have to locate him, get
that
back up there.
That would have been awesome. In the background.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Well, are you planning to record some more?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got all sorts of new music that I need to record.
Will it be mostly just banjo and vocals, or you're going to have bass? Or?
I'm all about having whole band instruments on record for sure.
And when you say whole band, is it like a bluegrass band or bluegrass plus?
Bluegrass, sometimes plus, just extra little
drums and the electric bass?
Not really drums, but like 5-string electric bass.
Okay.
And like auto harp and mandolin and guitar and jaw harp and harmonicas and whatever else.
So really just the 5-string electric bass would be the only sacrilege we're committing.
I think electric basses sound good in bluegrass. I like really big bass.
Some people don't agree. My favorite bluegrass band of all time, J.D. Crowe and the New South, had a electric bass, and they were widely reviled for that. They were considered not a real bluegrass band. But that was in the 70s. So
yeah.
Maybe times have changed.
Oh, probably.
Do we have anything else we need to talk about?
Not that I can think of.
Not that you can think of. Well, we might just keep it short and sweet. Remember, my sponsorship with Trask Hay LLC, large, round, and square bales, and custom haying. We might get some rain. You might need some hay put up this summer. Call Joe Trask, 515-0858. I forgot to mention, please like and subscribe and share my YouTube channel, Matthew Trask, and please support my friends here at Perfect Wave Production. Bella Flex says, change your strings. Banjo Andy, will you play us out, buddy?
Oh, for sure.
All right. Thank you very much, Banjo Andy.
Oh,
nice
sure.
having you on the show, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Next time we will have to talk about these cowboy boots.
Uh-huh.
Thanks for watching, everybody.